Hello, hockey fans, and welcome back to the World Cup of Hockey. I am your host, Michael Schick. In what will be a best-of-7 series, we will see the away team Denmark, led by one of the greatest goal scorers of all time, Marcus Lowe. I think like second or third highest shooting percentage in NHL history. Just a guy who could really rip a wrist shot on the rush. Any open shot he's going to take, and he's got a great chance to make it. I mean, the second or third best in NHL history. It speaks for itself. Jaden Boudon, or Jaden Boudins, depending on where you're from, he is also a massive point getter for his squad. Probably about 1,900 points, 1,800 points, somewhere in that range. Just a guy with size. He can put the puck in the back of the net. And speaking of which, Francisco Matsumoto, the very talented young sniper, a little undersized. He's kind of on the smaller side, but he can really rip some pucks. And on the other side, if you're Belarus, you are led by the captain play of Sergei, arguably the best defenseman all time. I mean, I think he had, like 8 or 9 Norris trophies, something like that. Teratukin, a short career, very effective for the Purple Cobras. A bit undersized. I think he's standing about 5'8", but really put up a lot of points towards the end of one of my Cobra sims for about 10 years. And then Nikolai Mayorov, a guy to watch. This guy, a magician with the puck, really gives you like Pavel Datsyukian vibes, like really good defensive player, really talented scorer, and just does a little bit of just everything on the ice. Just a dazzling player. And really something to watch if you're Belarus in this game. You have a goaltending rotation of not Karol Kolarz. You got Dmitri Kozhevnikov, I believe, on the one side. And also the very talented, underrated Burmistrov. You're not going to see a lot of them. Unless he struggles, of course. Boudons wins the draw. Back to Merricks. Merricks up the wing to low. He's in over the line. He gets it to Boudons. Picked up by Woolley with a quick shot and a great stretch save by Dmitri Kozhevnikov. Yeah, Dalton Merricks is a player, 6'6", 6'7". Not a lot's going to knock him over, and certainly not that hit. Face-off to Dmitri Kozhevnikov's left. One back by Belarus. Pushed off the puck is Boudons. Over in front, and a great chance there for Denmark. Lowe gets it up to Boudons. He's pinched. Mayorov picks it up. He's in over the line, and it's offsides. If you're Belarus, you do not want to fall in a trap here early. You are the underdog. They're coming in with expectations. You got to push back on those with play. And Mayorov tries to pick it up, gets it around the guy. In over the line and hit off the puck by Mayorov. Lowe pushed off the puck, picked up by Sfidov, picked off by Matsumoto. Boudon's up on the wing, gives it away to Sfidov. Belarus is headed the other way. Teratukin on the outside and can't make his way around his guy. Mayorov behind the net, dips it off to Sfidov. Back to the point, back to Sfidov. And in front, and it's picked off by Chel. Aden Mottau headed the other way. Gets it down to Dalton Merricks with a shot and a quick glove save by Kozhevnikov. My goodness. A little bit of a tongue twister on the name. Igor Volkov. Very interesting player, power forward. Really good in front of the net. Really good at pushing the puck in. And we're going to see another quick save by Kozhevnikov and a quick draw to his left. Face off to Kozhevnikov's left. One back by Denmark. Over to Bonino, and a quick shot, and another save. Denmark really putting on the pressure here. Getting some, just really anything on net that they can. Not a bad strategy, as Belarus wins the draw. Zadorov's pushed off by Krestanovich. My goodness. That toxic air be affecting everyone. Volkov with a move in close, and a great save. Finally introducing himself into the fray is Denmark's goalie, Graham Sifers, the very talented Herd goaltender, and a great save. Say his name and he appears. Graham Sifers kicks out the leg and makes a tremendous save. Bonino gets it up the wing, and he's offsides. My goodness, goalie showing up early here. We're going to get Graham Sifers with a quick shot. Had to really be on his toes there. And that's going to be John Da Silva finishing the hit in front. And Jared Bonino is also a guy known to toss him. He can definitely swing his weight. Belarus wins it back. Vorobev keeps it in. Over to Popov. Popov finds Grachev at the point, and he scores! The quick shot at the point! And Dmitri Grachev has Belarus on the board. They do the work to keep it in on the wall here, and he finds Dmitri Grachev. You'd love to see the Denmarkian there to make a play, maybe a poke, get in the way. And that timely mistake will cost them. I mean, you got to finish your check or come out for a block or use the stick. I mean, anything. Just kind of skate it in and let it happen. As Belarus wins the draw back. They're up 1-0 early. Bonino gets it up to Mottau. Finds Da Silva. Up the wing to Alcock. They're in over the line. Picked off by Belarus. Safronov headed the other way. Safronov on the wing, pushed off by Da Silva. And Perezogin tries to keep that in, but stolen back by Denmark. Over back to Belarus. Perezogin with a quick shot. And it's pushed off by Bonino as he's up with Lindros. Mottau, quick shot and a great pad save. Nikolai Zhamnov trying to make a move. Can't, as Alcock gets it up the wing. He's pinned. Mottau's going to circle back. They're going to change. He's going to change too, as Belarus scoops that up. Zhamnov in over the line. Tries to find this man on the wing. Stolen away by Boudons, who's going the other way. Boudons gets it over to the slot. A quick shot and a great save. Back to Matsumoto in front. And a pad save by Kozhevnikov. Wow. Volkov headed the other way. He's trying to make something happen. He cuts to the middle. Drops it back to Novikov. Stolen by Matsumoto, and he has a step, and he's in on a breakaway. Matsumoto makes a move, and a great save by Kozhevnikov, who has to step up in a big moment there for his team. He really didn't get all of that shot. I feel like he could have just simplified it, gotten a quick shot on. You don't really need to make the move. And we'll see if that costs them. Could have tied the game, got some of the momentum back here. But instead, the face-off will be to the right. Denmark wins that back. Woolley with a quick shot and a great glove save by Kozhevnikov. They're coming out fast, and they're coming out in a hurry, these teams. Face-off to the right of Kozhevnikov. Kept in by Denmark. Woolley at the points. He's pinned. Tries to get it to someone, picked up by Plekhanov. Plekhanov behind the net over to Novotseltsev. The talented grinder. A weird statement, but it is true. He's a great penalty killer. And a great move, and he scores! Tyler Rita in front. Kind of slipped in the back door there. He's in front, and he puts it away, and the teams are tied. Yeah, and you're going to see Tyler Rita on this play. He just kind of goes to the front of the net. Gets in a good spot for the rebound. And Belarus is too slow to react. A little bit of a mental mistake there by Plekhanov. I think he trusted Sergei Jaz to get that, and he didn't. We'll have to see if anything is affected there, as Denmark, 10 shots to 3, tie this game 1-1. Svitov's going to try to get his team going here on the wing. Gets into the middle to Teratukin, and he fans on the shot, and Sifers scoops it up. Face off to his left. As we look at Dalton Merricks on this play, steps into his man, sends him to the shadow realm. He's going to sleep good tonight. Grachev showing his chops in this game. He has the goal. Can he do anything else here? As it's picked up by Schufeld, he's headed the other way. Over to the slot, scooped up by Grachev. Mayorov will have it on the wing. Gets it up to Svitov. Stolen back by Denmark. As Dalton Merricks is headed the other way. Over to Michelli. Back to Merricks. Schoenfeld around the net, and he can't get a shot on. As they keep it in. Back to the point, and a great glove save by Dmitri Kozhevnikov. Face off to his right. Pretty even game other than the shots. Denmark has certainly showed up, but Belarus is not going down without swinging. Matsumoto tries to get something going, stolen back by Volkov. Novikov up to Zhamnov. He's in over the line. He doesn't really have anything, as the shot's fanned on and sent to the corner and picked up by Denmark. Denmark tries to get it out of their end. Over to Matsumoto. Matsumoto on the wing, up to Boudons, and he gets a shot, and a great blocker save. De Silva at the point, and tipped! And that, he's going to get a glove on that one. He's happy that nothing too drastic happened there. As Denmark continues to kind of flash their chops, getting their shots, and leading 14-3 in that regard, as the game is 1-1. Matsumoto tries to get a one-time, but can't get it through traffic. De Silva at the point, fans on it. Picked up by Belarus. Volkov finds Zadorov. Zadorov's in over the line. He's pinned to the corner, and Denmark's going to scoop. Oh, no, and he still got it. Shot around behind the net. To the front, and a quick shot and a quick save by Graham Sifers. But Nino finds Boudons on the wing. He tries to make a move. Pulls it to the front, and Kozhevnikov's going to sit on that one. Nikolai Zhamnov, very talented player. And he's also known to send people to the Shadow Realm on occasion, it seems. As the face-off is to Kozhevnikov's right. One back to Plekhanov. Perezhogin picks it up. He's headed the other way with his team. To the middle, and a great save. Krestanovich is going to go the other way. He makes a move, a quick shot, and a great save by Kozhevnikov. Flashes the quick glove. Keeps this game 1-1. Face off to his right. As Belarus tries to get something going here at the end of the period. Jas up to Perezhogin. Perezhogin makes a move around the guy. He's on the outside. Tries to feed it. Back to Perezhogin, and a great play by Dalton Merricks to get in front of that one. Perezhogin trying to penetrate again for a quick shot. And a save. Oh, and he had to be careful there, as the talented shooter Alexei Safronov tries to do something late here. And we're going to end the first period 1-aside. You see some of the plays, including this one by Dalton Merricks, to keep the puck in, get it to his guy. And they tied the game. Shots 15-7. Face-offs about the same. Passing about the same. Really, the difference here is the shots versus the non-shots. But Belarus is certainly getting their chances. With those 7 shots, I would say mostly in the majority, high danger. As we're going to start the second period, Belarus wins it back. Picked up by Denmark. Francisco Matsumoto dumps it around. Scooped up by Belarus. Jas has it behind the net. As they get it up ice to Sfitov on the wing. He tries to make something happen, and a quick move. Can't get it through traffic. But it's kept in by Belarus. Belarus keeping it interesting here. And a great save on the one-time shot by Alexei Teratukin as he gets it back to Jas. And he gets run over by Budons, and they're headed the other way. Francisco Matsumoto, he'd love to get one. As Merricks keeps it in, over back to him. De Silva breaks his stick. Unfortunate. As Belarus is headed the other way and picked off by De Silva. As he gets a new stick and back in the play. And that's going to be looked like a high stick. No call. Wow. And the home team getting away with one there. Krestanovich on the wing. He tries to make a move, and it's picked up by Plekhanov. Plekhanov finds Mayorov, up to Popov. Popov in over the line, gets a quick shot, and a rebound, and he can't get it in time as it squeaks behind the net. Pinned in the corner by Denmark. Denmark, Bonino with it. Gets it up to De Silva, over to Jaspers. Haven't seen much of him tonight, plays for the fourth line. He can certainly get some things going here. That would obviously make it more interesting. Because otherwise, I mean, Denmark is kind of pulling away in shots. And they're keeping it interesting for sure. De Silva with a quick shot, and Kozhevnikov's going to glove that. As the face-off will be to his left. What you're going to see here on the replay is just another example of the value that a John De Silva displays. 6'5", 235, can really run over his guys, takes up a lot of ice, doesn't make too many mistakes out there. That's certainly not being one of them. As the face-off is to Kozhevnikov's left, won by Belarus. And they're going to have a delayed penalty here. We're going to have to see for what. I didn't see it. As Volkov tries to get a shot. And they're going to be on the power play here. Dmitri Kozhevnikov with interference. Are they calling face-off interference? Oh, I see it. So Vorobev kind of stepped up to try to get involved in the play, and he just happens to be there. Wrong place, wrong time. It's not really his fault, but certainly seemed like an avoidable situation. As we're going to see this Belarus power play. Zadorov gets the puck stolen by Rita as he dumps it around. Volkov up the Jazz. Safronov. Certainly see him on this power play. Jazz with a great save by Sifers. Rita up on the wing. He's in on the wing shorthanded, and he can't get the shot. He kind of got like a little bit of a shot off, but really no threat to the goaltender. As Safronov will try to get the Belarus power play going. Perezhogin on the wing, and he's run over by his man. As Corey Woolley was there and introduced him to his size and the way he plays things. Sfitov can't get a shot through. Scooped up by Mottau. He gets the backhand down, and that's kind of kept in there by Vorobev. Over to Teratukin. He's in over the line. He makes a move, and a quick shot, and he had to really be on his toes there as he scoops up what could have been a dangerous chance. You're really going to see the hit here. Bang! People being sent to the Shadow Realm tonight. Can't explain it. These teams coming out aggressive. They're playing for their country's pride. They're playing for themselves, whatever their motivations are. It's been an interesting game. Certainly kind of going the way you would think it would go. Denmark with the majority of the shots on goal. And other than just kind of a fluky play on the Belarus goal, they've been dominant. Mayorov gets it up to Teratukin. Teratukin's trying to make something happen. He's behind the net. Gets it in front, and a great save by Sifers on the one-time opportunity by Nikolai Mayorov. Certainly a player you don't want to see in that part of the ice. As the face-off will be to his left. One back by Denmark. Mottau drops it back to Cuff, up to Alcock. Alcock is offsides. If you're a lesbian. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. We're going to have a face-off here. Alcock wins it to Cuff. Winquist. Haven't seen much of him tonight. He's on the third pair. Mottau behind the net. Drops it back to Alcock. Alcock getting pinned. Winquist to Mottau in front, and he scores! The quick shot! The goalie wasn't expecting it, and Aden Mottau, right place, right time. As you're going to see, Denmark pinned there. Got it to the front. Aden Mottau in that sweet spot. I think the goalie was expecting something else here as he gets a quick, accurate shot around the goaltender. Something he did certainly many times in his career. And Denmark has the 2-1 lead. And we're a little more than halfway through this game. Belarus still certainly in this. They need to regroup. Chubarov over to Novoseltsev, and it's grabbed by Sifers. He hasn't been very crowded in crease, but the chances he's seen have certainly been majority high danger. As the faceoff is to his left, won by Belarus. Grachev tries to get a shot, picked up by Matsumoto. Matsumoto's headed the other way. He's in over the line, and that's steered to the corner. Low behind the net, and it's picked up by Grachev. Up to Vorobev. Vorobev on the wing, and he's pushed off the puck by Matsumoto as Denmark's headed the other way with Low. In over the line. Shot! And a save. Plekhanov's going to go the other way with Zhamnov. Zhamnov in over the line. He tries to make a move. Corey Woolley there, and Sifers is just going to sit on that one. No reason to risk it. You're dominating in the face-off circle, the shots. Now on the board. We'll see how Belarus responds. Teratukin wins it back to Novikov, and a quick shot steered to the corner by Sifers. Svitov in front, and a great scoop on the play by Sifers. Just kind of rolled right to him. He hasn't really seen, recently at least, compared to the overall game, many shots. But that can certainly change as Belarus wins another face-off in front, and it's picked up by Woolley. And that could have been a backdoor opportunity for Belarus. Svitov, he's going to make a move. He's going to make a second move, and he's going to get poked out to the corner. Pinned by Woolley. Woolley up to Krestanovich. He finds Schofield on the wing. Tries to get it in, and Mayorov pushes him off the puck. Something you'll see a lot tonight and other nights is the incredible play of Nikolai Mayorov for this Belarusian squad. Reminds you very much of a Pavel Datsyuk type. Hands for days. And Krestanovich is in front and he scores! Kind of a harmless looking play. Nobody in front of the net. I don't know what Belarus was thinking here. And it's 3-1. Tremendous pass by Alcock. But what is Volkov doing? Where are the defensemen? Both in the corner, not where they should be to bail out the goaltender. And Krestanovich, who scored quite often in his career as well, makes this 3-1 Denmark. And Belarus has to do something here, as Denmark is starting to pull away as the clear winner in this one. Belarus wins the draw. Jasin over the line tries to get a shot. That's wide. They keep it in to Jasin. He gets a shot, and a great save by Sifers. Benino headed the other way. In over the line. Benino steered to the side. Alcock keeps it in over to Mottau, and a quick shot and an easy save by Kozhevnikov. He's been good tonight. Certainly not as tested as the other goaltender, Graham Sifers. Some of those danger chances he's had. Kozhevnikov not really getting a lot of help from his team. Can't really blame the effort. As Denmark scoops it up to Mottau. Mottau's in on the wing. He stops. Dumps it back to Alcock. Over to Winquist, who gets a shot and a tip. And a glove save by Kozhevnikov. And the faceoff will be to his right. One back by Belarus. Jazz finds Safronov. Safronov in over the wing. He tries to get in front and picked up by Cuff. And this is going to be the end of a period that Denmark certainly dominated with the 2 goals. And they're starting to pull away. As you see one of the goals here. Alcock with a great pass to Krestanovich. But where is Belarus? Why was he that wide open? You got to do more for your goalie. Joey Alcock with 2 assists. Certainly not a player you'd expect to lead your offense, but you love to see it nonetheless. As the face-off for the 3rd period. One back by Belarus. Mayorov tries to make a move, push off the puck by it. Merricks. Teratukin gets a quick shot and a rebound. And easily sat on by Sifers, but crisis averted. Yeah, he didn't really have to do much in the last one, but he's had an active body of work in some of these saves. None better, in my opinion, than this one here on Sergei Jazz. With the elbow. Ooh, that's going to hurt tomorrow. Luckily, you got another great goaltender in the wings if needed. As Roberto Holloway is certainly no joke. Hall of Famer in his own right. As Mayorov gets it up to Teratukin, he's in on the wing. Picked up by Lowe. Lowe, you'd love to see him going. Over to Matsumoto, and a quick shot, and a great glove save. Not that you'd really need him going if you're up 3-1, but the tremendous player that Marcus Lowe is. And he ain't afraid to hit. The tremendous sniper, one of the most accurate shots of all time. Jeremy Romano for Canada might have some things to say about that, but Denmark's going to possess this, but lost over to Belarus. As Mayorov is headed the other way. In over the line, gets a quick shot and steered to the corner by Sifers. Mayorov behind the net. Picked up by Denmark. Up the wing to Lowe. He tries to make a move around his guy, but can't. Svitov picks it up, gets it over to Mayorov. Mayorov in over the line. Over to Jazz. Back to Popov. A quick shot and a great save by Graham Sifers. Marshall Jaspers on the wing. Gets pushed off the puck by Jazz, and he gets a change. Kozhevnikov's going to scoop that off the hit, and the face-off will be to his right. Krestanovich, certainly a player that I tell you to watch if you didn't already with the goal. Just right place, right time in that situation, but certainly a player you don't want to see have any quality scoring chance. With a quick shot off the rush, quick post-up shot, and a guy who's not afraid to go to the backhand and will. As the face-off is to Kozhevnikov's right. Steered to the corner, but tried to be kept in there by Andy Schofield, but either way. Oh, but it's kept in by Belarus. Hit off the puck by Michelli. They keep it in. Grachev at the front of the net. And a great save on Volkov by Graham Sifers. He had to be ready as Krestanovich goes the other way and hits the post. Zhamnov tries to get his team going over to Zadorov. Back to Zhamnov. Up the wing, but suffocated out by Denmark as Lindros has a chance. And a great save by Kozhevnikov. They needed that one to stay in this. They need a change. They need something here to get going. As Sergei Popov brings it in over the line. And he gets run over by John Da Silva. And I believe he is hurt on the play. We'll have to see what happens with that. As you certainly can't afford to lose Sergei Popov at this juncture. First game of the tournament. Lindros dumps it around. Picked up by Plekhanov. Plekhanov up to Perezhogin. Gets it over to Popov. Good to see him. Safronov with a shot and a great save by Graham Sifers. Jaden Boudon's headed the other way. A little move. Gets it to Schofield. Can't find Lowe as he scoops it up back to Cuff. And a great save by Kozhevnikov with traffic in front. Safronov with an aggressive shot. I feel like he could have possessed it and skated with that. As he gets the one-time shot from the blue line, basically. And that was the save of the night, brought to you by Graham Sifers, who robs Igor Volkov. But not a bad save in his own end. Dmitri Kozhevnikov on the backhand shot, the breakaway, and the save. Face-off to Sifers' right. Won by Denmark. Woolies with it. Over to Jaspers. Stolen away by Mayorov. Teratukin going the other way. Stolen back by Tyler Rita. He's on the wing. He gets a shot. And an easy save by Kozhevnikov. Face off to his right. Belarus really needs to get something going here. Staying in it in the shots, but not the results on the board. Novikov gets it over to Svitov. Back to Kozhevnikov. Up to Punanov's. Mayorov's going to have it. He's in over the line. He stops, and that's stolen away by Denmark. Malik Eaton, the talented center, bottom line center for this squad. Rita in front, and he has to be quick on his toes there. Dmitri Kozhevnikov steers it. Picked off by Belarus. Over to Svitov. He's in over the line. He makes a move. He tries to get around this guy, and he can't. Michelli up to Jaspers. Pushed off the puck by Vorobev. As Grachev picks it up and gets it over to Zhamnov. Teratukin on the wing. He's in over the line. He can't get around his man, Dalton Merricks, as Denmark is headed the other way. With only 5 minutes left in this one, you're starting to think that Denmark's got this one won. And they'll go up 1-0 in the series as they get a quick shot, and Kozhevnikov's going to save that one. really saw a lot of the depth players for this Denmark team tonight. Joey Alcock with the 2 assists, I believe. Aden Mottau with the goal. They're going to get a win here. More than likely, as this is dumped around. And Jazz scoops it up as they try to get going with only 3 minutes left. You need a quick one here. Jazz gets a shot, and that's steered to the corner by Sifers. Popov scoops it. Keeps it into Plekhanov. Over to Jazz. A quick shot. Can't get it through traffic. Matsumoto. Merricks gets that over to Low. They're just trying to kill time here. As Low keeps it in, and he gets the rebound, and he scores! To add insult to injury, the Denmark captain, the talented shooter, gets his own rebound on the kind of broken play here by Sergei Jazz. As he gets knocked off the puck. And Low makes an excellent play. Throws it in. They might look at that for kicking motion, but I don't think so. I didn't see. Oh no, and the stick comes in before the skate's even a factor. And that's a 4-1 lead for Denmark. Really sending a message with that one. Hey, we're better than you, and we definitely were tonight. I don't know if you'll see a better goal this tournament, to be honest with you. Maybe some breakaways. We'll see. It's a long tournament, and this is only game 6 or 7. As De Silva's going to shoot that, steered away by Kozhevnikov. Belarus just going to try to do something here. Novikov gets a shot. A great save by Sifers. Not that it matters. Krestanovich dumps it down to Bonino. Bonino to Krestanovich. He's behind his net. Gets it up to the wing on Michelli's stick. Michelli makes a move, and that's pushed to the side. And with 10 seconds left in this one is absolutely over. Thanks for coming. Denmark's going to get the 1-0 lead in the series. Best of 7. We'll see Belarus, how they respond. Not with a bad game necessarily, but Denmark definitely showing their chops. Really the depth play of players like Aden, Mottau, Joey Alcock. This pass by Alcock over to Krestanovich. A thing of beauty. Again, where is Belarus? Wasn't a soft game, a lot of hitting. Popov with a great one there. But this play by Marcus Low, this is why he's the captain, folks. My goodness. Fights off the best defenseman arguably ever. Or a top 5 defenseman in his own right. Aden Mottau, quick shot here. Really sums up this one. Third star of the game, Aden Mottau. 1 goal, 4 hits. No hit nicer than that one for him. Would have loved to have seen the goal again. Joey Alcock, 2 assists, 2 hits. Certainly the beautiful pass he had on the Krestanovich goal. And hits like this, really sending a message to Belarus. Graham Sifers with the first star. Pretty much undebatable. Saves like that, a big reason his team came out with this one. But a pretty dominant showing by Denmark. And that's going to do it for this one, and we'll see you next time at the World Cup of Hockey.